at the start and lining up, tape drawn. 21.90 the journey. Stand 'em up as the cry. Tape flies back and they're away. And Moreton Bay just went a little scratchy from the start, but he's trotted away now. And the other four are away and trotting as well. So down to the winning post the first time and going away strongly was Morgan Miley. Has taken up the running ahead of in second Dalton. Jumping in for the trail was And You. Going for a gallop was Wildom Zav in front of Moreton Bay. And Wildom Zav is now at the rear of the field, but is about to get back into his trot and is now about 25 metres off the second last horse. They run into the back, 1,800 metres left to travel, and leading the way was Morgan Miley from the top of the track, crossed down to the pegs to take up the running. He's a length and a half in front of Dalton, and in third was And You, right up on its back in third. A length and a half to 2 lengths away then to Moreton Bay, and a good 25 metres at least to Wildom Zav, who is at the rear of the field. The runners head inside the mile pole, and the leader, Morgan Miley, does it well, leads out by a length. On its back second, awaiting use of the Saddle World Shepparton Sprint Lane was Dalton. And three back on the poles was And You, chomping on the steel in a good position. A length and a half away then to Moreton Bay, who's also under a good hold. And Wildom Zav has been doing some chasing. He's still 20 metres at least behind them, maybe a touch further, as they come around the top corner with 1,200 metres left to travel. Morgan Miley brings them into the straight, leading the way. Does it comfortably out in front of Dalton, who's up on its back in second. Three back the poles was And You, poised to pounce, and then came Moreton Bay in fourth. And a gap of about 20 metres to Wildom Zav, who's chasing hard and has eaten into the margin somewhat. But I dare say the leaders are about to quicken up as they go out of the straight. 900 metres left to travel. Morgan Miley leads the way. It's a length in front of Dalton, who's right up on its back in second. And You yet to peel, and Moreton Bay is chomping on the steel. It's right up on the back of the third horse. And Wildom Zav's done a great job. He's only 10 metres away at the rear of the field as they go into the back. 700 metres left to travel, and Morgan Miley now starts to increase the speed. A length and a half in front of Dalton. A similar margin to And You. Right up on its back was Moreton Bay yet to peel, and Wildom Zav is only 5 metres behind them at the rear of the field. 550 left to travel. Morgan Miley leads the way. Right on its back was Dalton. Now pulling out of the peg line was And You, and it's tracked up by Moreton Bay, who's in a striking position, and Wildom Zav is at the rear of the field. They swing for home. On a loose rein was Morgan Miley, and You just cruised up on the outside to stare it in the eye. Moreton Bay follows it forward. Dalton travels okay behind the leader. Into the straight. Morgan Miley tackled by And You. Moreton Bay follows it home. And You strikes the front and starts to charge away over the last 100 metres, and a comfortable trial victory for And You. Soft in the end, wins it by 3 lengths over Moreton Bay, who got home strongly for second ahead of Morgan Miley. Wildom Zav got home for fourth after Dalton galloped with about 100 metres left to go. It crosses a line and was last of all, but saw them all safely home.